objection. Now, my trainees, they normally ask me a question, Benjamin, you coach us, you teach us, you give us the tools, the strategy. But the question is, we normally hear the customer say some concern related to our product and the service. Now, can you teach us how we can overcome them? Now, by the way, if you are a sales professional, I'm not advising you to overcome objection. I advise to welcome objection. Because listen carefully, if a customer has objection, that is the sign for you as a sales professional that this is a real customer. That is the sign that the customer will buy. Otherwise, if there is no objection, the customer could come and take the product. So they have a concern. They have they need you to give, they need you as a sales expert to provide information about the product of yours, about the service of yours. So I will encourage you to welcome objection. I hear most sales people, what they do, they don't like to hear objection. They want if they say the product is $100, they want the customer to to take the money and pay. It doesn't work that way. So what you need to do, you need to welcome. But here there is a strategy that you will use to overcome sales objection. What are they? I divided them in 3 A's. You can look at here now. How many? 3 A's. The strategy of overcoming sales objection. Number 1, A, stand for agree. So what you need to do, first strategy is to agree. If a customer say, you know why, your product is very expensive. Number 1, A stand say, you agree, say, thank you so much. I really agree with you. I agree with you. Our product is very expensive. That is step number 1. Always agree to what the customer say. You may ask Dr. Benjamin, why should I agree? Now, if you agree, it's showing psychologically that you really understand the concern of what? Of a prospect, the concern of the customer. Step number 1, agree. You agree. Step number 2, it is what we call acknowledgement. You acknowledge now. It says, thank you so much. I really agree with you. Thank you so much for asking such question. Thank you so much for acknowledge. Thank you so much for asking this, for looking this clarity. Agree, and then you acknowledge. Number 3, what you do, and then you answer. Give the solution. Give explanation. Maybe the customer need explanation. I will use one example at the end. I will show you how you overcome objection. And again, here there is a rule. Always, anytime that you will stand in front of the customer, anytime that you will meet, anytime the customer will visit you to your office, whatever, you need, rule number 1, you need to listen. Don't cut short. Don't cut off. You need to listen what the customer has, because the more you listen, the more you understand the pain, the challenges of the customer. The more you understand, the more you can give your advice. So you need to listen and understand. I have seen some sales professionals, what they do, they talk. They talk too much. Okay, they don't hear what the concern of the customer. That is why the customer, sometimes at the end, after 10 minutes, after 5 minutes, what the customer does is, okay, thank you so much, I will call you back. And remember, when the customer says, I will call you back, most of the time, they never call you back. So it's up to you to really understand them. You understand them, and then you listen to them, show them respect, show them you are really concerned to their questions. Now, let me use an example just to clarify and see. Remember, these are the 3 strategies that you can use to overcome any objection. Number 1, you agree. Then after you agree, you acknowledge, and then you answer. Let's use this example. Let's say the customer is saying, you know what? Your product is very expensive. Your product is very expensive. That is one concern. You know, most customers, they have objection and the concern saying your product is very expensive. I will call you next week. Please send me information. We don't have a budget now. Those are the objections. But how you handle them is also show how you will close. If you know how to handle that, the chance is like 8% to close. So now let me use an example of maybe a customer is telling you that your product or your service is very expensive. So what do? Let's say you are selling insurance. Let's say family insurance. Or maybe you are selling, let's say, a pen. And then this mark or a pen, I don't know, any product. Let's say you are selling a computer. Now you are selling the computer, I mean you have a computer shop. Okay, where you sell your computers. Now the customer will come and then the seller or like the guy who is in the shop, he may say, you know, our computers, now the price of our computer is $500. Great, that is the price. Now the customer immediately, what he or she will say, you know what, your product is very expensive. Your price is very high. What do you do as a salesperson? Number one, I agree. Yeah, I really agree that, you know why, our product and our computers are very expensive. And I really thank you for asking that question. But now, let me make you clear why it's very expensive. You know, this computer has A, B, C, D. Now, what are you talking about? It is the value. Remember, when the value exceeds the price, I will repeat again, when the value exceeds the price, always the customer will buy. So you need to position yourself, if you are a salesperson, as someone who explain and, you know, provide the service and the value for your product. That is why product knowledge is very necessary in handling objection, because you need to talk about the value, the benefit, the advantage of your product and the service. You need to talk what this product is going to do for a customer. I hope you really understand that. This is what I have today. I will repeat again the 3 strategies for like overcoming any objection. Number 1, you normally agree, don't complain, don't argue. And then number 2, acknowledgement, and then you answer. But remember, in acknowledgement, sometimes also you need to ask some question. You need to ask some question, because if you ask some questions, you will really go deep and understand the real challenge and the pain and why the customer doesn't want to pay in that moment. Hope you really understand. So thank you so much. Until we meet next time, I wish you all the best. Please, before you meet any customer, if you can record all objections. They are like the same. You know, before you meet the customer will ask you about the price, the quality, the value, the trust. He will ask you that. So what if you prepare yourself? What will you say if a customer came up with the objection related to the price? Prepare, train yourself, because selling is the easy profession that I have never seen. And it's the best profession that can make you to make more money, to live the life that you wish. And now, as you know, everyone is a salesperson. Either you sell yourself, you sell the product, either you sell the service of others, any company. We are all of us in the profession of selling. That is what we do. So thank you so much. I wish you all the best. Until we meet, ciao, ciao. God bless you. I really love you. See you.